Welcome to my weekly show. Today, I'm going to talk about the Evil Dead house and what I learned about it as a miniature maker. And last, we're going to do a little segment on how I bought a photo booth, how you assemble it, and how it's supposed to help me in my art journey. So let's do this journey together. When I made the house from the first Evil Dead movie, I came up with a couple little theories, and I wanted to tell you about one of those today. Creating miniatures can really make you look into a lot of details, and it also helps you map out things. And one of the things here I noticed was the basement didn't seem right under the house, especially for the foundation. And on top of that, the house didn't even look like it had a basement. And we'll talk about how the filmmakers filmed this, but we'll talk about the world inside of The Evil Dead. Before we dive into my wacko theory about the basement, let's talk about the rest of the house first. As I mapped and looked at every part of the house and planned it out, I realized there wasn't actually a bathroom in this house. And you can see when they filmed it, they just put up kind of fake plastic walls around, or maybe they were sheets or something, and to make that look like the bathroom. But this house did not have a bathroom inside. It just had a hallway. And right off the hallway is the bedrooms and that dining room space there. Now let's explore the space where I believe the basement is. I'm going to point it out with my finger. There's the hole, and then we'll have the basement's going to go all the way there, out like this and around. I almost believe it even goes out farther out behind the back of the house a little bit more, but I never scaled down the basement to the house itself. So when you line the hole up to when you're inside the basement looking up at the hole, you can see the foundation wall comes down across the side there. Well, that's not really holding the whole house up. So my theory is, in the Evil Dead universe, there was another house there before, and that burned down. And then this house was built over this side. Now, in reality, the filmmakers cut a hole out of the house out in Tennessee where the house was filmed. And they just put the fake little door in there, and they used that as the prop. The basement scenes were filmed at Sam Raimi's garage and at producer Robert Tappert's farmhouse cellar. I find one of the most unsettling things is all the doors in the bedrooms. How many different places they're connected to. One of the bedrooms has 3 doors. It's connected to the other bedroom, and then that has a door that goes out into the hallway along with the first bedroom. It's completely confusing and a little eerie. This was one of my very first miniatures that I was learning on, so I didn't build any furniture inside of this, but I really do love my roof design. That worked out great, and I do love the little shutters that I made around the house. And that's pretty much more of the story on how I built the Evil Dead house. I was thinking about building a diorama for this with the other buildings on there, and even building the basement underneath, and so you could pull it up. But I felt like I would wait until I was better and had time to do it. But there's so many other great art projects to create out there. I don't know if I'll have time to come back, but at least I have this much. And also, I could always go ahead and make the Evil Dead 2 house. That would be just as fun. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, checking out my channel. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Helps me out. And I have so much more artwork I would love to share with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have bought one of these over 20 years ago. It's a photo booth. Now I can take pictures of all my artwork in a proper zone instead of trying to line them up outside just right in the sunlight. With this lighted photo booth, I can do large items too, because it's 32 inches by 32 inches. I wish I would have purchased this before I started my catalog, but I really didn't think about it until I decided to start selling some of my things, and I needed some better background colors and brightness to take the pictures. And I also got a new light stand too, so those two have been really helping me out on my journey. And my coloring book is going very well. I hope to have that out sooner than later, but I am doing another large art piece right now, and a lot of my time has been focused on that. So I need to keep focused on doing that, and then I can get back and get all these smaller things done that need to be accomplished. As an artist, I have a lot of ideas and inspiration, and I'm motivated to do things just spontaneously. So it's good to have a little bit of structure and to at least try to stay focused as I move forward in creating, because I can be easily distracted. So back to the photo booth, I did have 4 Velcro straps for the sides. I put those on, 2 on each side. I have the LED lights here, and it has a little hook that attaches to those white poles that go across. And there are 3 lights, and it was a little difficult. I had to squeeze that on there, but I did get it. There is a hole at the top of this, so you can shoot a picture straight down onto your item. So you can just move the light bar to the right or left of the hole. I run all of my light wires across the top. I plug them into their little transformer, and then I'll use a twisty tie or something to tie those wires right to the outside of the pole. This is called the light diffuser, so I'm going to go ahead and Velcro that to the top 2 sections in the back and the 2 sections in the front. As I close up the side and zip this on, I just wanted you to know I'm wearing a 1980s inspired outfit with my Lip Kiss pants, my Reading Rainbow shirt, and my Mac hat. In the category I look for under photo booths, this was the largest one that worked for me, 32 inches by 32 inches. That way I can photograph most all of my art in here. And they also come with these square little pieces that Velcro right in over the holes, so you can cover it up if you want to take a picture on either the top or the bottom. And then that little flap opens up, so you have a little bit more reflective area in there. This has a dimmer switch, so you go up, and this is the brightest light. The backdrops are attached by that white Velcro circle there to the back of the photo booth. You get peach, green, black, and white for the backdrop, and it goes at the top all the way down and across the bottom of it. This photo booth diorama I created after watching the movie Napalm Wilder. Well, the photo booth has been a game changer. I wish I would have bought it years ago. And another thing that's happening is the 2-legged horse turned out really well with the resin. I might put 1 more coat of resin on this just to really stiffen it up. And I need to get this tape off. I'll have to cut that out, but I want to put this on another base, so that will be in the future. I'm also working on a 3 foot by 4 foot size painting. I'm halfway done with that. That will be done soon. And I'm also working on cleaning all of these tiny bones from my bone pellets. And I have them in hydrogen peroxide and water, and this has been soaking for an hour, so quite a bit of cleanup has happened. They're quite a bit whiter, so now I have to empty those out, sort them, rinse them, quite a bit of work, and then seal them, and you'll see what I'm going to do with these later on. Thanks for stopping in and checking out my channel. Please remember to like and subscribe, and check out my website, boxyqueens.com. I'm slowly getting my store put together, but it's really hard to be a seller and a creator. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Thanks. Bye.